Right. Welcome back to the YouTube video. We'll watch this on video on demand. It is time once again. It is CLG FC episode 135. We're in the pre-match press conference with Craig Clifford from the Football Ramble. Do you think yes, our frustration, I know the players will get a good result. One of the best. It's been the song. I don't want to smile warmly. He's going to unsell Sam. When that happens, I become relatively powerful. No, I don't say that. No. We're going to smile warmly and say, hey, we're both ambitious managers. I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. Nope, that's nothing to do with that. Are you pleased that Carolina FC yet again will start their campaign with a home match? We all face the same fixture list in order to go. Which you go doesn't matter very far. I think that's fine. We have an impressive record starting the season in recent years. Is that something winning becomes a habit? It'll start. Yep. What are your thoughts on home match against Burnley? You're asking me the same question fucking 10 times, dude. It's not an easy match. No, I don't want to say that. Even harder, and if we not, we'll find ourselves in trouble. The bookies are tipping you to win the league. I would consider us title favorites. Many managers and pundits claim the difference between. I don't think you can put it down to injury-free. Newly promoted team. Do you really? Yes. As you're well aware, yes. Yes. Do you have a clear idea in mind of how you? That'll be regular. Um. Yeah, that's fine. Who do you think will win? Us. Oh, you picked your own team. How could you? Fucking shut up. I hate these questions. Oh, thank God it's over. That's the other thing I hope they do overhauls press conferences. Holy shit, are they dull in this game. So, well. Let's go! Burnley United, it's match day finally. It is the opening fixture of the season. We started in July. It is now the 30th of August here. At the end of this preseason, if you will. So, let's see. Primitive Wigan Rovers and Bolton Wiresdale. So we're not the marquee matchup to start. Okay, I'll take that. Um, let's get into it, shall we? We should be getting into it soon. Let me move. Uh, Eventually want to pause the mix. It's not quite there. We're not quite there. Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen are in talks. Okay, cool. Um, that's right, because I see it says manager Adam Ward. That's right. Most of the managers at these levels now, most of the clubs at these levels now are going to start having managers. Yeah, a new three. Hey, guess what, y'all? The Lancashire Amateur League Premier Division announced a new 3-year television rights deal worth nothing. Hey. Uh, our under 18s finally won. There we go. 6-1 over Berkhamsted. Under 18s. Wardrobe actually it was Blaine Logan in the 24th that put them ahead. But then Wardrobe from the spot 6 minutes later, and Patrick 5 minutes after that put us 2-1 up at the break. Sammy Ravel put it in his own net in the 57th. 6 minutes after that, Patrick made it a 4-1 lead. And another 5 minutes after that, Charlie Wilson added a fifth. Dan Hargreaves, 13 minutes after Wilson's, put it to 6-1. And we ran out 6-1 winners. It's our first points in the league. We move up to 12th off the back of that. Berkhamsted down to the bottom. Um, let's get into it. Frack is suspended. That's the only thing, is that Frack is out for yellow card accumulation, which means I'm actually going to start Norris, and then I'm going to give Brindley the actually. I mean, I kind of want to give it to Brindley. He's been fucking amazing for us when we needed him. But let's give it to our new guy, Taylor Wright. I'm just going to have a little save because we processed for so long. And then we're going to get into it. Do I have all my walkout music saved? Yes, I do. Good. All of it's ready to go. Goal song, walkout song, all that stuff. Cool. So, let's get into it, shall we? I'm going to pause the mix from Sasha. Well, I'll complete it even. It's got 9 minutes left. I'll complete it later. Let's get into it, shall we? Yes, we want to proceed to the match. Everyone seems happy. Harry Norris is particularly happy. Oh, he's been picked at the home opener. So, yes, that's fine. They have made 8 changes to their starting lineup from their previous game. Whether that was a friendly or last season, I have no idea. But doesn't matter to me. Point the finger. That inspired like 3-4 people. Okay, cool. Jack's just angry. Jack is just hangry all the time. Jack has got to eat a Snickers bar before he comes to the match, man. Like, you can't be aggressive, man. Come on, bro. Don't be like that. It's match day. Burnley United, they're in the 4-4-2. There's the league table to start the season. We're about to get kick off here. There we go. We're underway. We get the ball first. We're in the blue. Burnley United in the claret, if you could say. Anyway, here's Street. Patterson, this is a kickoff highlight. That'll end very quickly. Yellow card, 1 minute into the game. Fucking, hold on. Sheamus, holy shit, a Kunikoon. He's not fucking around. Oh my God, what a goal. Dude's literally set the tone with a, oh my God, a Kunikoon. No way, he's just struck that 2.5 minutes into the opening, into the season. Oh my God. Holy shit. Dude's waited 150 seconds. It just unleashed. Oh my God. Where's my stream manager when you need it? That's, add a marker to that. Oh Lord. Sheamus. Oh, Sheamus. 60 seconds later. Wow. Wow, we didn't even look close to doing something like this last season. Good finish, Sheamus. Good finish. I've missed 2 goal songs, by the way. I'm so busy trying to add that marker to the stream that I haven't even played the goal song for the 2 goals. Yeah, I mean, he still needs to ease off tackles. He's booked. But shit. So. All right. Twinkle, Jack, Twinkle, Parks. Nice cut out by Powell. I've headed it down. Twinkle's got it. Jack now. Sheamus. Jack. Over the top. Cookie. I should have picked it up. Spaps actually will pick it up. Cookies actually held back his run, and that actually became a positive, but whipped back in. Corner. CLG. So. And here's, headed up. Parks has got it. Heads it down. Okonikun. Oh, what a save from Humphreys. It's well struck by Okonikun. So. Here's Parks with the corner. Powell heads it up. Davis away. Parks brings it down. Oh, he coughs it up. Davis clears it. Jack's going to run it down. Twinkle's got it. We're pressing for a third. And we've not even played 10 minutes. Okonikun, Snicky, Twinkle, Parks, Twinkle. Back to Snicky. Snicky turns. Twinkle. Back to Okonikun. Myself, Twinkle. Triangle passing doing well. Finds Parks on the left. Twinkle. Cookies. Somebody's got to shoot. Cookies eventually does. Humphreys has that. And that is the end of the shot. So, the end of the highlight. Here we are again. 8th minute now. Twinkle. Myself. Jack. This is back to Twinkle. Could be switched over to the left-hand side. Oh, what a ball. Snicky. What a save. What a great kick save. And Parks has got the corner again. Humphreys has that the whole way. Humphreys has got that the whole way this time. So. Here's myself, Twinkle. Sheamus over the top. Might catch up to that one. Oh, he's just kept it in, hasn't he? Twinkle, far post, Cookies. Oh, what a save from Humphreys. Holy moly. That was such a good header, too. Myself, Twinkle. Oh, good header. Snicky. That's over the top. Over the top. No threat. But we're off to a freaking flyer start. Powell. Parks. Snicky. Cookies. Twinkle. Okonikun. Good ball over the top. Spaps. Snicky. Offsides. Spaps was offsides, yeah. So. Headed away. Here's Tunnicliffe. Soro. He's trying to take on. Yeah, he's got to be careful. Parks is right there, and that's a free throw. A free throw. Yeah, no, a throw in for us. Here's Norris now. 17th minute. Spaps. Norris. Myself. Jack, you can switch this through the midfield here if you need to be. Over the top for Sheamus again. Sheamus cuts. Sticky. Oh. Just dragged it wide. Shearer, Tunnicliffe, Ventre, back to Tunnicliffe. That should be 2-1. What a save from Brott. What the Brott wall returns for an 8th season. What a phenomenal save. That should have been 2-1. By all stretch of the imagination, that should have been 2-1. But it remains 2-0. That's good cutout. Cookies has got this. Options may be good. Shot. Humphreys has put it wide for yet another corner. In the box. Hit it up. Parks has scored. Parks off the mark in the home opener. On the volley, he took that too. Wow. $3-0. I didn't expect a showing like this right at the beginning of the season. But it is 3. Good cutout. That's just a bad cross, really. It's not even a good cutout. It's just a bad cross. Nobody was there. Nobody was forward. Now we've got the ball on the attack again. Snicky's got Spaps on the right-hand side. Spaps, Norris, Twinkle, Cookies. I think he's off. Flag is going to go up. So who's your favorite player within this team? Well, it's got to be myself, isn't it? Not counting myself. I don't know, man, because we're all really good friends. I would say I love the way Brat has been amazing in goal for us. Like, some of the saves Brat has made over the last 8 seasons have been incredible. Incredible. I mean this with all love in the world. Are you any good in this save? Yes, I am. At least for this club. Uh, but um, uh, oh, so I took a ball over the top. Sneaky couldn't run. There's positives to everybody, right? Twinkle is really good at distributing the ball. Like, we use a 4-1-1-3-1 asymmetrical, right? So it's like a 4-2-3-1, but instead of having 2 defensive midfielders, you push one forward in the central midfield, and he plays a little bit off center to the right, and that should be 4. That's 4. That is 4. Cookies again. And the defensive midfielder plays a little bit off the left, right? So there's positives to like everybody. I think the thing is, like, Akoni-kun takes some unbelievable free kicks. I think we saw that with the free kick to start the game. We're having an absolutely we haven't beaten a team this bad since the first season, really. And then, like, Spaps is really good in the air. Like, he's generally a very good header of the ball. And then Sheamus and Akoni-kun work really well together towards the left. I know Akoni-kun's more central midfield, but Sheamus and Akoni-kun link up very well on the left-hand side. So I wouldn't say I have a favorite player because we're all friends, but there's certain things that we do that I really enjoy. Like, Snicky is great at getting in between the lines. They time a lot of great runs. Twinkle's really good in defensive midfield at ball distribution, right? And Akoni-kun's free kicks are fucking incredible. So, yeah, I would say there's just certain things about this team I really like. So, I like how often Parks and Frack will overlap. More so Parks as well on the left because the left-hand side Sheamus overlaps a lot. Like, Sheamus runs down the wing a lot. Like, he stays wide a lot. So I like the fact that Parks overlaps because of that, because it gives Sheamus so much freedom. The roles tend to help, by the way. So we have and in what do you call this? In God or whatever. He's a Ramdeuter. Spaps is the wide target. Cookies is the Mizkala. We got a Regista and Twinkle. I'm the libero, and then we got 2 wingbacks and a ball-playing defender, and then Brat's the sweeper keeper. So it's very aggressive, and it works really well for us. If you tried to plug that tactic into like a Premier League team, you'd get relegated. But it works for what we want to do and how we play. And this is season 8. The players are so used to it now that it's like second nature to them. Is your keeper that much better than the rest of your team? He is pretty fucking good, Kolba. Brat is pretty good. That's Brat. He's valued at $10.5 to $12 million or 12 million pounds. So he got called up twice to the Germany under-19s. So didn't play, unfortunately. Good save, Brat. But he has made some like when we've really needed a save in a cup final or something, he's really come up big. So But you gotta remember, this is a community save, so this is not meant. It's not going to be something like we buy and sell players and things like that, right? Like the 11 players that we have, with the exception of Harry Norris, because Frack is obviously suspended. So the 11 players that start are mainly going to stay with the club, and we're going to go bottom to top with them, or that, at least that's the intention, right? So the players get better as they play more. They were given they were given one or two base statistics that they were going to be good at, right? Like a Konikun, I think, has a 20 in free kick taking, long shots, and then that was his base statistic that he was given max at when we created him at the start of the save, and then all their potential ability was set to 200 so that they can develop, and they've just developed over the last 7 seasons, right? So, um, because they were also, when they were made, they were also like 15, 16, so they developed pretty quickly because they were really, really young. So, which the intention is, they're all like 22 or 23 now, I think. Why am I looking at Harry Norris? They're all like, like they're all 22 to 23. So I think when they get to 25, I'm probably going to wind their age back to 18, because the last thing, it's 19 tiers. I don't want to get to the Premier League and everyone's 36 and announcing they're retiring. You know what I mean? Like, the goal is to win the Champions League with them. So you need at least 20 seasons, right? The 19 to get promoted, assuming you get promoted every season, plus the year to finish in the top 7 or whatever, right? So, or win the FA Cup or whatever. So you the players need to be at the club for like 30 years. So at some point we have to wind their age back. There's no avoiding that. So we'll probably do that once they get to about 25, I think. So, but yeah, I have a few a few save ideas I'm working on once we do complete this, which I'm excited for as well. I have an island hopping save I'm doing in Pacific Island Hopper in FM23. That is a lot of fun. Like I'm on good grab. That's a very good grab, Brat. I'm on the Federated States of Micronesia, and like the goal is to win the top division in that. Like get promoted. I started in the second division. Get promoted in that, and then win the top division and the cup in that, and then move over to like Solomon Islands and win it with Solomon Islands and Tonga and Vanuatu and New Caledonia and all them. So that is a lot of fun. That save. Save's also crazy because nobody's worth anything. So players move like mad over there. Uh, but that's a fun one. Eventually, I will be doing the FA Cup or the FA Treble Challenge I created. That might be the next save. I want to do FM16 bottom to top because it's 23 levels and it's a little bit older, so the game will obviously go a lot quicker than 24 does. But that's a cool save idea. Yeah, I think that's neat. I might have a go at the UEFA Triple Crown save, but that's going to be a fucking nightmare. Like that is probably the hardest save I could ever do, is the UEFA Triple Crown save I've come up with. That's very, very, very difficult. Oh, off the post, Nicky. And then I think the only other one that I have, I was thinking about doing Samba Steel for that Guja did. Great, great save idea. FM 100% idea where you just play vanilla FM, you try to win every league. Um, but yeah, I got a few different ideas. So the Island Hopper one I think is going to be a lot of fun. So, but we're going to be with this for a little while. So, uh, but is there? That is close. I need to think about moving Cookies and Sheamus maybe. Snicky, I'm actually surprised hasn't scored. Um, because they're like our star striker. Snicky's averaged almost a goal a game for us. But there are these spells. It's really weird. I don't know if it's just an FM thing, but there are these spells where Snicky will score like 2 goals in like 3 or 4 straight games and then go 5 games without scoring. And they'll still end up as like the Golden Boot winner, but they've scored, instead of scoring like a goal a game for 18 games or, 15 goals in 18 games or something, they'll literally score all the goals in then like 6 games, and then they won't score in the remaining like 12. And I'm like I can't bench them because they scored 15. Like last season they scored I think they scored 16 goals in 18 games, but they had they had 3 hat tricks. So it's like, okay, so they've scored in 7. Well, what is that? 9 games of the 18. So they're so streaky. That's the point. Like when they're on, they're on, but then when they're off, it's like what are we doing? Like I don't know, man. So thankfully the scoring doesn't live and die with Snicky, but I don't know. We're gonna bring in Joe Jones. He's offsides. Cookies have got to be miles offsides. Whistle stay quiet. I had a striker like that in my last save. Scored like 11 goals in 4 cup games, but 9 in 30 league matches. Yeah. The worst scenario I got put into was my second season in FM16. The save I'm playing offline. Um, I had a guy, Fabio Watkins, right, who was not good. Like we went up, we got promoted, right? But Fabio Watkins played 16 of the 18 games. He was hurt for 2 games, and he scored 3 goals. Like he did not score a lot. Our wingers and our AMC and our MC scored a shit ton of goals. So I was like, look, midfield got us up, right, basically. But I need a new striker. Like it was definitely known like I need a new. So I signed this guy George Barnes. Cookies off the post. Are you kidding, Cookies? So I signed the striker George Barnes. Oh, that's yellow. Okay. And George Barnes was rated way higher than what I'm going to bring on Sam Wellman as well. He was rated way, like potential and current ability, like we're all rated way higher than almost anybody on the team. So I'm like, great. But the transfer couldn't go through until like 2 or 3 games in the season, right? Just because he took so long to make a decision because he had so many clubs interested. They have offsides. Samuel Soro's offsides. It won't count. So anyway, so I'm like, all right. So Fabian Watkins goes out for the first game and he scores. And I'm like, okay. And then he goes out for the second game and he scores again. And then I signed the guy the day of the fixture, right? Off the post again. And I'm like, okay. And so I didn't want to start him because he didn't have the fitness yet, right? So Fabio Watkins plays the third game, and come on, what a save, brought. So Fabio Watkins comes out for the third game, and he scores again. And I'm like, well, I can't start George now because Watkins is just tearing it up, like he's in form. You know what I mean? I'm not going to bench a guy who's in form. So I kept playing Watkins, and we had, I think, 24 games played in all competitions that season, and he scored 20. He scored in 22 games. He never had more than 1 goal, but he scored in 22 games. I just realized there's an ad break going on, by the way, so I'll pause for the ad break. Apologies, but yeah. And and George is like, when the fuck am I gonna get playing time? And I'm like, George, I don't know, man. Like this dude's tearing it up, man. So that dude sounds insane. Yeah, he had. It was one of those things where like he just improved for some reason, and he just once he got out of the division, he just started tearing the shit. And I'm like, look. And eventually we got promoted. So obviously we went up that season. He was scoring so much, And he goes up the next season, and he only scored like 10 goals, I think, in like 20 games. And I started to sub him off for Barnes, and Barnes was scoring when I subbed him on. So I was like, all right, now I can like maybe transition out of starting Watkins. But he had scored so much over the 2 seasons, three that he was with us in total. But that first season he didn't score a lot. But anyway, he had scored so much for those last 2 seasons that like the fans really took to him, and they were like, "Why aren't you starting Watkins?" And I'm like, "Fucking guys, like please." I can't. I'd be so mad if I signed a replacement and the replaced dude went off. I know. I was like, bro, I don't know what to do, man. I was like, at this rate, like, just keep scoring. I don't care who does it. I don't care if it's Watkins. I don't care if it's Barnes. Like, just fucking do it. Somebody do it. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh man, I was so. The crazy thing is too, like the risk people don't really. The risk you take is I'm when this was happening, I was in level 22, 21, and level 20. It's amateur contracts, right? So your risk is you piss them off because you're not starting them, or you signed them to be a starter and they're not starting, and they say forget it. And the first offer that comes in, they piss off to another club, and then you're just like, great. Now I got to re-sign another replacement. you know. So players move all the time. The ad break is over, so we're back to action here. But that's the risk, right? So um, I'm actually amazed in that game because um, oh Jones, oh that was close. A lot of my I've had some players who have really played very well, and they've come up with us the 4 or 5 divisions we've gone up, and they're still with us. They've declined every single transfer offer that's come in for them. I'm really, really shocked. I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? Like you guys could go. You guys could leave at any point in the season, basically, except for April and May. Like the April and May are the only 2 months you're not allowed to move club in the amateur leagues. I think Akonikun's offsides there. Yep. And like uh, they've not moved, and I'm like, I don't understand why. What IRL player can you compare your Regista to, Benny? I don't even know. Twinkle's my Regista. I would say I tried to model him after Jose Martinez from the Union. Um, you know, that's who I really tried to model him after. Somebody who just can constantly attack the ball, but also dribble it forward. Jose Martinez is not great. Oh, what a save from Humphreys. Fucking hell, that's a great save. Um, IRL, Martinez's ball distribution isn't the best, but I tried to model him after that. I would say. So he's at Corinthians now, Martinez. So Spaps back post, no, close. So Norris, Jones, that's over Jones's head. Tunnicliffe. This is a 4-0 run out. Just say you miss Martinez already. I do, man. I do. But you know what the thing is? I mean, I I do miss Martinez, don't get me wrong. However, he went to Corinthians, right? And Bittner, who rated the stream earlier, right? Um, Bittner is a Brazilian Counter-Strike coach that I know from my commentating days, right? He's bilingual as well. He speaks very good English. Um, and that's a free kick. He is a Corinthians fan, and he asked me about Martinez. He was like, "Is he any good?" And I said, "Yeah, he's pretty good. You're gonna be shot. That's 5. Twinkle's got it. Twinkle's got it." So I told him, I said, "You're gonna love him." And then I remember two or 3 months after they signed him, I was in Bittner's stream, and I was like, uh, "How do you guys like Martinez down there?" And he's like, um, "You know, he can't really, he can't really pass the ball very well." He goes, "But as a defensive midfielder, he's absolutely incredible. He's so good." And I'm like, "Yep." I was like, "You see what we liked about him too." So, it's I miss him, but it's the fact that somebody else that I know is enjoying watching him play, and like that, I'm kind of happy that about that. You know what I mean? Like it kind of makes it a little bit easier to deal with, I guess you could say. So it's not like Carranza, man. I miss Carranza. Like Carranza, nobody that I know is a Feneyord fan, right? So Carranza is. I'm watching him in the Champions League, going like, pop off, like please just go crazy in the Champions League, because I want him to do well, but I fucking miss him being at the Union. 5-0 in the opening game of the season. Akoni Kun, and then in the third, Sheamus a minute later, Parks in the 21st, Cookies in the 30th, and then in the second half, Twinkle 1 minute from full time. He's doing great in the Netherlands. Yeah, I know. He's a good player. The last one to fall. So there you have it. I meant to look at real quick. Good. Okay, good. Not okay. Uh, that's a great way to start the season. So, okay. Sweet victory plays. We're off to a winning start. 22 games this season, no cups. No cups at all. But we go top over Haslingden St. Mary's. Let's look at the other results. Haslingden St. Mary's, by the way, 58th minute from Jones over Crompton. 1-0 away victory for the men in green. Digmore and Bickerstaff reserves play out a 0-0 draw. So do Tottenham United and CMB. What does CMB stand for? Nothing. It's just CMB. Okay. The Welly Scorpions lose at home to the University of Bolton Borough. I don't know why it says this, by the way. UOB Bolton Borough. So UOB is the University of Bolton. So the club is named University of Bolton Borough. Like, why is Bolton in there twice? Why aren't you just University of Bolton Borough? Anyway, Turner in the 78th in that one, so they win it late. And speaking of winning late, Wigan Rovers, Thorburn in the 79th over 1-0 over Bolton Wiresdale. So, or not Wiresdale. So it is. That is your results around the league. August done, finito. We're into September, and we've got post-match press conference, of course, coming up. From Keenan Blake, Sporting Life. Such a positive result must have gone down well with you. Yep, they deserve one after that. So.
I owe allegiance to no entity.
Welcome, Zig.
I intend to live by my own code now.
Hello, everyone. It is the Zig Roth. Hello. Hi, Zig. How was Baldur's Gate, Zig? You were playing the, I don't want to call it a network save for Baldur's Gate, but you know what I mean. You're playing with D and Lou and was there anybody else in that save actually? I can't remember. But yeah, how was it, Matty? Yes, thank you. Having a brain fart at the moment. We're going through our post-match press conference. It takes I don't say it takes a lot for me to dole out praise, because as a person it doesn't. So, well, good thing when everything comes together. I caught myself thinking, Konekun scored a fucking screamer, by the way. He's important to us as a top player. Yep. Do you get a yeah, that's fine. Cool. Let's. That is. It's going to number one call for a save, and number two going to be the end of the YouTube recording. So this was CLG FC episode 135. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for 136 in the next video. Until then, take care.